Hello and welcome to our 23rd day update on the journey to tier 2 Rathma on the SSF Druid. And wow, lucky 23. This has been the craziest. I am not saying it just to hype the video. I swear to God, this has been the craziest, absolutely craziest day we've had since we started this. Crazier than the first day, the 20-hour days, crazier than anything. I'm just gonna pull the video because there's so much to go over and so many things to say. I'm just gonna have to pull the video and you guys gonna have to see. And if you missed it, this is your chance to catch up on it. And yeah, I don't even know. We have a lot to talk about. Okay, so we started pest farming, started the day pest farming. We got a wire fleece and F1, but you don't lose a lot of durability on your armor. So I figured might as well like try and grab it, see maybe it gets like something useful. So I was like, yeah, I'll slam it. Like nothing really lost, just one Whirlstone shard, and I did go ahead and slam it, slammed MF, so it didn't really matter. And like, you know, we put it aside. That doesn't do anything for us. As we continue, we drop an Ogrex, Spone of course. It rolled slightly better than our initial one, so I figured I might as well slam it. It slammed ED and DS, which is an amazing weapon for a mercenary. I don't need one or anything, I just thought it was a cool slam, so I figured, yeah, I'll share it. And we got a unique ring as well. Dwarf Star, 4%, so I just threw it on the ground. Didn't need that. So yeah, we were farming pests, and the goal was to find 5 or so pests to match our keys. I said I want to do it. We dropped a demon machine from Mephisto. Mephisto is such a good target to farm all these uniques. He really drops them super often. So we go ahead and we do what we promised. We aggressively box the demon machine, right? So we go ahead and box it in advance. It had solid ED base, so I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll box it. And yeah, we go ahead and do that, even though we're taking a long time to do it. And it survives the box. It gets 4 sockets. This is our first successful box so far. So already this weapon is better than the weapon we had before for our merc. But now we go ahead and we try to slam it. And if it breaks our heart. And if it gets a bad slam, well, we're a little sad, but at least it survives. And if it gets a good slam, then GG, right? So we go ahead and give it a little slam. And it survives. So we're already... you know, we're already okay with it. Whatever it gets is already an improvement. Go ahead and we check on it. And it's minus requirements again. I don't know if you're following the video tightly. How many times did I get minus requirements on a demon machine? On my count, it's 4. I don't know if I had all the attempts, you know, on video. But wow, so many minus requirement slams on the demon machines. A little bit annoying, but it's what it is. 4 sockets, still amazing, and it is a great upgrade for our mercenary. I do think that from now on I won't be aggressively boxing demon machines, just because now if there is no good slam, there is no reason to box for me anymore, because we already have that 4 socket good ED base for the merc. Over here, I think I found like a unique amulet and a unique shield. The shield wasn't anything, but the amulet had 20 all res and 75 PLR, which is enough to have us interested. Of course, for both like rabies and for our summoner setup. Sadly, it slams energy, so not super good. And I think I decided to just discard it, or maybe I just put it in the stash somewhere. You know, hiding, looking for a partner. Later we moved on to mapping. We did 1 hour of pest farming. We found 2, I believe, in the first hour. Over here at Dango, slams AR is a solid slam for melee builds on Dango. It's pretty cute. We get a Vex rune as well on that same map, so a pretty nice Caldeum run. And we were just speed mapping, just looking for events for the most part. And then we just moved on to cows. After, I think I did about like 12 tier 1 maps, just like super fast, like 3 minutes each. And then we moved into cows, and we get a Thunder Maul over here at the cows. This could have been... Thunder Maul has 2 options similar to Legendary Mullet. It can roll Earth Shifter, which is like a Fire Claw weapon, and it can roll Well, what's the name? The Cranium Basher. That's the other one. Cranium Basher, super good weapon both for Maul and for Fury, especially for Fury. You can definitely boss and do like tier 2s with a good enough Thunder Maul. With a good enough Cranium Basher. Sadly, it was an nerf shift there, so I was just slamming it to see what it gets, but wasn't anything interesting. And over here at the cows, slightly at the top, we get a void event at the top right. That's pretty cool, getting it so close to the boss. So we go ahead and we aggro everything because we don't want to kill the boss at P8, and we do want to switch to P8 for the void. So we go ahead and we aggro everything, make sure to not trigger the event, and we drop a unique Sun Spirit. Now, if you don't know what a unique Sun Spirit is, it is the one, is the only Den Mother. And of course, we should just identify it and use it, right? It is our first Den Mother. It's one of the hugest drops that we were looking for so long to upgrade our gear. Finally change our helm that we've been using since day 1 or day 2, I think. Yeah, we got the Alders on day 2, I believe. So I just wanted to get that like upgrade and finally, you know, finally get that next step, go into the 4-bear setup. And well, we could have just done it. We could have, but we decided to blind slam it. We knew we had to do it, and we just went ahead and did it. And here's the result. It is alive. You can see me do a little celebration. I was really happy. No matter what the slam was, I would be happy. We got a lightning red slam, but more importantly, you can see that the stats we rolled are free to Grizzly and free sockets, which is the bigger thing. It matters more. Like getting free sockets and getting one more skill point on the Grizzlies was even more important than getting like a solid slam. So amazing improvement for us. The Den Mother, we've been waiting for it so long basically, and I think like right away I just put free ists in it and started mapping with it, and what a great improvement. What a super awesome like you know, change to our gear. So yeah, it looks like this is the big thing that happens today. On any other day, this would be the greatest thing to happen during that day. On most days, this would be the biggest thing, but this is not even the biggest thing that happened. Of course, we move on. This is the same map. We farm our void. And you can see him over there in the corner. We had like a mod to drop extra gems, so the void event is dropping like extra gems for us, which is pretty funny. And we drop a splinter right away, right after we get the Den Mother, the amazing Den Mother. We get a splinter as well. Really couldn't have expected this much, and since you can see me just like being super hype about the splinter. I was super happy about it, and you'd think this is the end, right? You'd think this is like, oh, and a splinter and a Den Mother, that's awesome, that's great, and that's enough for one day. You'd think that, and this is not the same clip that I just played. We got in the next map right after it, we got another void event, and kind of like similar areas, again the boss area. And yeah, you can see me just like looking for it in the same place. We drop like a bone hue, but it only has 2 sockets, so we don't care. And over here, you can see here is the void. I turn to player's 8 again, and we farm it. And yeah, you'd think like, what could be crazier than dropping 1 splinter and Den Mother in one day, right? You'd think, what could be crazier than that? Well, I'll let you guys do over it. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, okay? But you can see I'm cleaning up the void over here, and you know, there could be an interesting thing that happens at the end of a void event. That's all I'm gonna say. Honestly, like day 23 was so fun. I was so hyped for everything that's happening, and since we dropped like an extra splinter, I decided that after this we're gonna go ahead and farm more pests, and not just do 1 hour. Obviously, we didn't drop a second splinter the same day. The reason I kept the clip actually was because we dropped this you know, ethereal feral axe. You can see that it has 331 enhanced damage, which is insane. On a right slam, like this could be a very insane weapon. So I go ahead and piece it, I think. Like you want to puzzle piece feral axes first because they have maximum of 4 sockets. Sadly, like it didn't piece right. I got 2 sockets on the puzzle piece, so I didn't keep the clip. But it was a really cool weapon drop, getting like 330 enhanced damage on a weapon, like a random weapon you didn't even craft, is like, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. After that, we dropped same map. We dropped the levy. We put free sockets in it, which is pretty cool. Can be used on like both for like declone. It can be used for just like a merc or on other setups for mapping. Could be really cool. So that was another cool thing. But still, not the strangest thing that happened. So over here, we went back to pest farming because we had the extra splinter and I just wanted to start bossing. And we drop a G-Bane. G-Bane rolls pretty high on the magic damage reduction. Not that it matters too much, but it's a nice addition. And we go ahead and slam it. And remember, we're looking for free sockets, +1 skills, max cold, max fire, max poison, or maybe if we get it, you know, not complaining. All resistances. So we get 2 sockets, not free, kind of close. It is an improvement to what we had before. Before we had just like a 1 socket at one with a bad slam. Over here in a couple runs later, we drop a rainbow facet. Remember, 1 facet a day every day. And again, this is the third 5/5 fire that we get. This is so crazy. We got so many of those. It feels like we're just hoarding them at this point, and I don't know what I'll do with them. So later after that, we just like went to do like Ubers. And yeah, we just like looked through the torches we got. We did 6 total Ubers. We farmed 6 total pests. We actually farmed 6 pests in 1 day, and it took us like an hour 40 minutes or something like that, which is pretty crazy. After doing the torch runs, I started crafting amulets, looking for PLR amulets as always. We're still looking to like upgrade our amulet, like just trying to find something to move either high res or something with druid skills. That would be cool. Of course, like it's hard to find those, and even when you find them, it's hard to get the right slam on the right amulet, as you saw me like fail several times. I think we ended up with a total of like 7 or 8 that I was thinking about keeping, but I ended up keeping only 4 because the ones we got weren't that good on this session. So we did a total of 100 amulets, but really not anything huge hit for us. I think like we didn't get anything super crazy. So yeah, we go ahead and we look through the ones that we chose to keep, and we ended up only slamming 4 of them. Sadly, none of them got anything interesting. One of them got enhanced damage, but it was like a summoner druid one. So we went back to the maps, just like looking for a few more events, and we got like some interesting items on guides. Nothing really hit too big. We got a Ghost Flame and a Storm Spire. We slammed the Storm Spire for 4 sockets. Again, I already have one, and we broke the Ghost Flame, so I just sold both of them. Later in the same map, we got Battle Gauntlets. These are, of course, Lava Gouts. And Lava Gouts are something we've been looking for our summoner setup for the most part. We just wanted them to have 5 max fire, and these ones finally have them. They got a Lightning Res Slam, which is not exactly what you want for Rathma. It is good for declone, though. But they got perfect roll on the fire res and the max fire res, this is pretty cool. It's pretty good for us, so we're gonna be happy to use this during our Rathma runs. After that, we kept going through. You see I prepped like 9 total maps for crypts. I decided I'll do all these maps and I'll do some bossing. That was the plan. We get like an altar for catalyst shards, and while killing the Guardian of Fate. Wow, okay. Now we can talk about crazy things that happened this day. It wasn't the Splinter, it wasn't the Dead Mother, but we did get another Sacred Armor. This is our 2nd Sacred Armor, and we go ahead and Identity Slam it. I know it's stupid, I know it's crazy, but we just had to do it. But we had to do it, okay? I didn't have a choice in the matter. I wasn't even pressured to do it, okay? I had to do it for myself. And we did go ahead and Identity Slam it, and let's see what happened. Are you guys ready? Oh, I'm getting stressed just watching it. We go ahead. Oh. Come on, just press it. Just press it. Don't delay any longer. Just do it. Oh, we break it, and we break it with 20 all res. What a beautiful slam. It's such a shame that we actually broke it. It was a really nice drop of Sacred Armor. We'll never know if it was a Tyrael or a Templar, but it is what it is. We broke it, and now we have to pay for it. It was probably a Tyrael, if we're being honest. Okay, anyway, we go ahead and we have another void event. I think is like one map later, and we get a second splinter in the same day. It wasn't just not just the Den Mother, not just getting one splinter, it was two splinters. We got a sacred armor that we broke, a 5/5 fire. Over here we had a double boss who dropped like a double boss like mod on the map. We got two unique rings, Manald and Nagel, sadly, but it is what it is. We got Infernos, they didn't slam very well, but that was pretty cool. And we also got a Bone Hue, but it only had 3 sockets. And that would be pretty crazy just for one map, having like the splinter and all these like uniques drop. That would be crazy. And I would end the video here if it wasn't for another sacred armor dropping right afterwards. You can see it all happening in the same map. It's all like just like one cluster, and I'm absolutely losing it at this point. And I have to identify it this time. I just wanted to see if it was ethereal to kind of confirm if we've dropped ethereal or not. It's level 8 Templars that we sadly break again. So we break 2 sacred armors, which is pretty crazy. Overall, amazing day. 2 broken sacreds, a Den Mother with 3 sockets, 2 splinters, 5/5 fire, a new demon machine. Absolutely crazy day. And day number 23 really has been the craziest day that we've had since we started this challenge. Afterwards, we went to do Rathma, on the summoner this time. I've done like the 6 declone runs on summoner as well. And we even managed to do tier 1s on the summoner. I believe that we can do tier 2s. It would be nice to just have the rest of our skillers before we do that. But I really think that like the summoner is incredibly strong. It's the first time that I'm doing Rathma on the summoner. Remember, my gear is not optimized. You can see that like my amulet is for like paladin. It doesn't have a lot of resistances or any like good slam on it or something like that. Our gear is pretty like, you know, makeshift gear, not the types of things that you'd use if you're like an optimal or like just like a normal season player. So just like you can be impressed for yourself for like what we did on the tier 0 Rathma. This really inspired me to do kind of like a series for how to do Rathma by yourself with whatever build you're using, because I really think this is like a good demonstration. You can see that I'm kind of clueless. I'm just running around summoning my crows, birds, ravens. I keep calling them crows even though they're ravens. Summoning my bears, and I'm just like running around trying to stay alive. And wow, this has never felt so easy to do. I know this is sped up, but even sped up, like this is incredibly fast. I just wanted to kind of share like the end result of the fight. So yeah, the fight took us just like a couple minutes, and let me bring it back 10 seconds. Oh no, the video, it got stuck. Wait, I'll reopen it. It's okay. Yeah, let's skip over here. Okay, so at the end of the video, at the end of the fight, sorry, you can see we only used, and we didn't use any of our inventory. We only used 9 potions total. That is incredible even for a tier 0. That is incredible. Only 9 potions. That's all it took, and I was mostly using them to be safe. I didn't have full skillers, so this is just like another push of like motivation for people who think like, can I do Rathma by myself? This is intimidating to me. I don't know what to do. Once I am done with this challenge, I promise I'll get on this and try to push more people to trying bossing with like any build that is like available to me. We'll get onto this later. But this fight did kind of convince me that tier 2 Rathma I will be doing on Summoner, and probably not on Rabies, not on Maul Druid, not on Fury, not on anything else. I'm probably going to do it on Summoner. This felt incredibly powerful. This is the first time that I've ever done it on Summoner, and it feels so very strong. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of share that. And of course, after getting that tainted Worldstone shards, we go ahead and identify some Annihiluses. And as we go on, most of them were like pretty bad. Number 4, but number 5 was insane. So here you can see this is the one that we got. This is Annie number 5 of that day. 57 vitality, 19 all res. I rolled a little bit low in the experience and the energy, but you know, some sacrifices must be taken, especially in Soul Cell Found. So we go ahead and identify the last one, and it wasn't anything interesting, so I just shot them away to the side. And then we go ahead and we prep to slam the final Annihilus. We got a little bit of a countdown from Infel, who just rated us. Shoutouts to him. Really chill dude. And we go ahead and look at it. The Annihilus we got. The craziest part of the day. Wow. It wasn't the Sacreds. It wasn't the Splinters. It wasn't anything else. We got the most amazing, most beautiful Annihilus that we could have ever asked for. And now we can talk about our gear updates and our current situation. Here's the Annihilus. For people who missed it, 2 skills, 57 vitality, 19 all res. This is above and beyond what you'd want to have for a tier 2 Rathma. And wow, we're so lucky to have that. Just absolute awesome luck. The 2 Sacreds were a sacrifice for this, in my opinion, and I'll gladly take it. So yeah, here is our Den Mother. Has 3 ists in it. The rest of our gear stayed the same. We didn't get a new Sacred Armor. That's okay. I don't have my Merc with me, so I'm gonna revive her. And I know today's video is a little bit longer. Just like bear with me, just like a little bit. This is our new Demon Machine. You can see she has 40 more enhanced damage and some extra flat damage and stats on her, which is pretty cool. So that's her new Demon Machine. And yeah, for us, we get this new Annie, this new helmet. And probably, yeah, we have like 2 voice stones kind of waiting. Since I already have like kind of the perfect Annie, I know it's not perfect, but it's like near perfect Annihilus, I don't think I'll be running any more void stones. I think from now on, all void stones are going to be attempts at tier 2. I might do like 1 tier 1 just to see how it scales, just to understand how much more do I need. Because I believe already I'm kind of capable of doing tier 1. But I do want to get all my skillers for tier 2. I do want to get like a few other things. So from now on, we are looking to do it on Summoner. And what does it mean that we want to do it on Summoner, right? So I have like a bunch of my gear kind of grouped up over here. The main upgrades that we're looking to get for tier 2 Rathma on our Summoner Druid is 1, have an amulet that has 2 to Druid skills or 2 to summoning skills. With 75 PLR, it's going to be a brilliant amulet. That means we're no longer crafting weapons. We're exclusively crafting brilliant amulets with our diamonds, which, I mean, is what is, you know. We got to do what we got to do. So this is one upgrade that we're looking for. We don't necessarily need to get like a 2 max all slam on it. Getting like a plus skill slam on it is good for us. Getting all res on it is good for us. Getting cannot be frozen on it could be good for us. Kind of open us up to like different gear options. So this is like one thing that we're really looking for. There are other stuff that we could use. Also, single res slam could even be used for us if the amulet is good enough. That would be good. In terms of rings, getting a free to poison Nature's Beast could be good. We don't necessarily need it because right now we're looking to use a Spirit Keeper and not use a Den Mother as summoner. I know that generally like summoner, like using Den Mother in tier 2 Rathma seems really strong. I think given the SSF nature of our gear, going with the Spirit Keeper might still be better, but we will see as we go. We will need 1 more max poison on our Venom Ward or on our Spirit Keeper though, because my plan is to go with 8 plus 7 or 8 plus 7, whatever, to get all of my max poison from Spirit Keeper and Venom Ward. That's like plan number 1. Then get like a Snow Clash. We still need to get a Snow Clash, of course. That will be our source of maximum cold res. We will use Lava Gouts for half freeze together with the Snow Clash to get that like cannot be frozen. But also together they will be what we get like a fire and cold max. The boots will be PLR res. They don't need to have max poison if we get like 15 total from these 2. That's kind of like the plan. They can also be water walks if we want more flat life and more max fire. So that's also an option, getting water walks instead. The main thing missing is the Snow Clash, of course, that I don't have any of. And I'd like to upgrade this Athena's. Athena is an amazing weapon for Rathma. That's what we use in our tier 0 attempt. I would like 1 more to Druid skills on it though. And maybe like if I do find one, I'll box it for 4 sockets, hopefully 4. Maybe slam it for plus skills or FCR would be amazing, but just like a free Athena's is all I really need to get going, in my opinion. So yeah, mostly we're hunting for one item or 1.5 items, so like Snow Clash and an amulet, and upgrade for Athena's would be great, upgrade for these would be great. But yeah, that's basically where we're at. There is a world if I drop another I don't think I will drop another Den Mother in like a couple of weeks because it took us so long to drop one, but who knows, if I drop another one and it gets like a relevant slam, like you know, max to fire, max to cold, max to poison, something like that. I do have like a max poison slammed Venom Word, which could kind of like fix me alongside the Den Mother. So there's a lot of like options and things we can play around with. I'm not locked into anything right now. I'm just gonna keep going and see what we get. The main reason I want to use Spirit Keeper is because it will allow us to summon Oak as well. And Oak is really good for us because we don't have life skillers, so we really need that like extra flat life you get from Oak Spirit. That's kind of like what I have on my mind. I had like a talk with Woogs, who's been like the first one to clear tier 2 with the summoner, and he was helping me a little bit with figuring out what are the things I need, what are the things I should pay attention to when I'm like making my gear. So I got a few pointers, and hopefully they will help me kind of bring this gear together and get myself to the point where we can kill tier 2. And who knows, maybe we just do it by the end of the month with the pace we've been going at the past like couple of days. Who knows? No promises, right? But we have done tier 1 clone. I hope to do tier 1 Rathma also by the end of this week. As I said, I want to move on to the next, like, you know, the next stage. And I really think we can do this. We did so much progress in one day. And I want to thank everybody who hung out during the stream, everybody who's watching the videos, the people who send me like messages, like encouraging me and saying they love the content. You know, I love making it. So, yeah.
Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, what Kane said, okay? Stay a while and listen. And that said, what an ending. What an Annihilus. What a crazy day. Luckily, number 23. I'll see you on the next stream or in the next video. I'm gonna go and prep for day number 24. Hopefully, it's not as crazy as day number 23, because I was so tired after day number 23. So, yeah. With that said, I'll see you around, and bye.